Hey, what's up everybody? Wagey tapping in, another court chat. Today just wanted to touch on something. I caught a Jay Waller video the other day, and he was speaking about, people appreciating a repressed version of yourself because the lower you are, the more comfortable they can feel in relation to where they're at. But once you start to join the Wagey chain and take responsibility for how you conduct yourself, and you move forward and onward and upward in your lifestyle, your value, your self-discipline, dedication, and viewpoint, it'll make them uncomfortable because now they're gonna have to reflect on the inadequacies of themselves and the choices that they didn't take advantage of. And now they're gonna have to either get left behind or try and play catch up. So in the time that we're in, playing catch up is gonna be easy because there's a decreasing lack of authenticity. Everybody's trying to emulate and imitate everybody else instead of choosing to be who they are. You know what I'm saying? There's so many synthetic things, pleasures, pastimes, ways to innovate. Nothing will ever really beat hard work in the learning process. Even if you have the knowledge but you don't apply it, you're lacking because experience is gonna trump that every time. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to touch base with that because it resonated with myself. Like when I did my 214 days, go ahead and check out that video, I changed a large portion of myself because in that situation there was around a bunch of testosterone, and I focused on myself physically more than I ever had. And when I got out, I was riding a bike to work, I was focused on maintaining that edge. At some point I crossed the bridge, I got money, I got kind of lazy and complacent, and then also that mentality, I didn't trust it in a civilized kind of setting. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't incarcerated, so I didn't have to live like that. And that's why I kind of settled down, because the traits that I had to take on in that environment weren't necessarily conducive to the new environment, professional environment that I found myself in. But at the same time, knowing what I know now, I could have just condensed and dropped the aspects that I didn't need, because I wasn't in a constant kind of survival state, because in there anything's liable to pop off at any given time. Even in the state facility, people ain't wrapped too tight. You know what I'm saying? So you didn't need to have that level of alert, but there was the things that I could have carried on, keeping up with that physical aspect of myself and maintaining that. And that's why it's so relevant and important to me today, because, going through those 214 days, you go through a wider range of emotions. And one of the things that you're gonna learn to do is read, write, and work those emotions out. You're gonna learn to process on a high level. Some of the people in there are the most rational, intellectual people because nobody really wants to resort to violence. It's a last-ditch effort. Because especially in in the bigger facilities, like the federal facilities, violence, everybody has to jump in. And there's nobody being spared. You have to defend your whole side. Even if you're in the wrong, everybody's going down. So they'll go through high-level negotiations to try and prevent something of that caliber popping off, because now the whole facility's locked down, everybody lost freedoms. It's a bad time. They're creating a horrible time in a worse situation. You know what I'm saying? Or a worse time in a horrible situation, however that needs to go. But that's why they politic so hard, and they will negotiate to resolve issues, again, to prevent the whole facility paying the price because somebody got emotional and reacted in a manner that wasn't befitting of everybody. They have to do high-level kind of teamwork in there because, they're all paying the price. So again, I'm not dealing with that out here in the civilized world. So there was some of those aspects that I could have shed. The sharpness of mind and like paying attention to people, that's always beneficial, you know, and I'm getting better at that now more so than ever. I'm putting myself through challenging situations so that I can learn, you know, and that I can spot manipulation. It is, it's fun to watch now, you know what I'm saying? Because like I have children, so they're gonna do it. And then people that you might engage with all around you might have that same process. They might not even be conscious of it because of how their upbringing was. Some people, I have it in and of myself that I probably stopped aging mentally somewhere around 8, man. But that's how tough my childhood was. I had to overcome a bunch of stuff. I had to see myself to and from school. You know what I'm saying? I had to deal with bullies. I had to fight my own fight. I had to be in survive gladiator school fighting my older brothers. You know what I'm saying? And I had developed a knowledge of financial stability at that time. That's when I was out hustling the neighborhood, you know, selling candy to kids, making money. You know what I'm saying? Just as a convenience factor. That's how I developed through middle school and high school, starting my own candy store underneath the vending machines in schools. And like I was a new kid, so like I was plugged up. Like everybody would know me, but I didn't need to know any people because like I didn't know if I was gonna know you in the next year or two. I moved around so much, you know? So again, I value relationships, even poor ones, because there's something that you can learn. You have to kind of make sure that you're ready to take on those and like know that there are going to be certain challenges. And again, be aware and peep game. Look at what's really happening. And then the way that this can benefit you is because you understand that you're gonna let things impact you or you're not. And if you are going to be moved by something that shouldn't move you, that's on you. This is something I've been talking to my folks about this. I've been talking to my dad about this a lot lately. You know, about for the longest time as a child, like again, I was raised by a single mother and I picked up some unbecoming traits of being a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? As far as seeking validation instead of being confident in my own actions. While that last statement isn't 100% true, I was confident in the actions that I was taking because I'm making conscious choices, conscious educated choices about my life. But what I was also doing was allowing myself to be moved by people who didn't necessarily understand my choices. I didn't know that not to fight with people that don't understand. That's a lost cause. That's me wasting effort and breath. If they really want to understand, they'll ask you. But I don't have to prove my point to anybody really. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's definitely been a learning experience, and like I'm eager to take on these challenges because like these are healing kind of old wounds for me, and like I progressed so much, man. You know, like I used to be mad and like angered and frustrated at the world, and it was because I didn't value myself. I was comfortable with where I was at. You know what I'm saying? I knew that I was doing things that were really kind of ahead of whatever my responsibilities were, but like I didn't allow myself to be proud in those particular situations. For whatever reason, I didn't give myself permission to be proud of accomplishments that I've been achieving on a regular basis, bro. And then, you know, it took a catastrophic event to really get me to internalize that. And that's okay, because I had been making mistakes. Life is the best teacher if you choose to listen and learn from it. You know what I'm saying? So things that had to slap me in the face and teach me that I was lacking in, I picked up quick. This is the time to do it too, because I authentically wanted to learn and apply knowledge to better myself. I didn't want to do it for anybody else. I wanted to do it for me. I wanted to feel good about me. I love me, man. I've been one of the dopest people, but like now just more so than ever. Your boy is a walking resource and a moving asset, vibrant, exciting, willing to assist. This is how I've lived my life, and I'm living it now more so than ever, man. I've been proud of me. I guess I just didn't give myself permission to expound on that. You know what I'm saying? So like it's been a blessing. I'm a blessing, and I'll continue to stay blessed. And like I appreciate all the trials that are coming my way so that I can gain understanding, wisdom, patience, guidance, and continue to move forward through this life, man. I still have a lot more living to do, and I've lived a lot of life. This is how I can take advantage of opportunities like this, you know, and choose to better myself. Because I'm not lacking. I've produced in abundance all my life. I just didn't really acknowledge it. And like, I'll continue to do that. Walking resource, moving asset, man. Join the Wagey train, hit that like button, subscribe to your boy, help a brother out, you know what I'm saying? Take advantage of the opportunities to authenticate yourself and be who you want to be, player. Join the Wagey train, conduct your life, man. Be the best person that you choose to be, or be the worst person. I don't care. The world needs Voldemorts or something, whatever. But whatever you're gonna do, be the best that you can at it. Learn, incorporate, seek guidance, have patience, gain understanding, be better. Wagey's out.